Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. Right, I'm here to do my part of the collaboration, which has been going ahead over the last few days with there's 10 of us all together in the collaboration doing the fast flow or the free motion stitching. Now, I have to say this is going up now slightly later than I'd hoped, because it's taken me so long to learn how to do it, and I have to say I'm still not able to really do it. So mine is going to be my lame attempt at doing the free motion stitching as best I can. Now, I've watched loads of YouTube videos and what have you trying to learn how to do it, and yeah, I mean, still I failed miserably and I still cannot do it. So it obviously is one of those things that requires quite a lot of practice. I've been quite nervous about this for the last few weeks since knowing about it, and of course I've left it till the last minute, and you know, I honestly didn't think it was going to be as difficult as I then found it, but you know, never mind, I'm going to still attempt to do it. So the first thing that I'm going to just point out, now I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, so I'm going to just pull my camera down slightly and try as best as I can to kind of show you. So the first thing I've done, I've changed my foot on my sewing machine for an embroidery foot. Now mine is a Brother and it's an FS40 sewing machine. Now it did not come with that embroidery foot, so that was the first thing that I discovered, was to do the free motion stitching I really needed something that was going to allow my needle to move freely, and I didn't have anything that was going to be able to do that, or certainly I couldn't fathom out how to do that. So I ordered that different needle from Amazon. I think it was about $5.99, and of course that was on Prime, so it arrived yesterday. I have had a play with it last night, and I've had a play with it again this morning for about 40 minutes, trying to actually perfect my technique. As I say, I still haven't managed to. I'm still rubbish. So this is going to be very much, you know, my lame attempt at doing this. And, you know, I am by no means saying this is how you do it. All I'm perhaps hopefully bringing to the table are maybe, you know, sort of an idea if you can do free motion stitching. I can't. But if you can, you could maybe take this idea and use it. So what I have brought along, I have got some vintage postcards, and these are actual vintage postcards that, you know, I'm not really kind of wanting to be using. So all I'm doing is I'm going to take my vintage postcard, and then I've brought along, now I've brought along a little selection of these, which are, these are like vintage postcards slash photos. They were in a little sort of pack. They're vintage. Yeah, I don't know whether you would call these like photos or postcards really, but anyway, they're kind of more like a photo, but you know, they're obviously photos that you buy. And I also brought along these cigarette cards, so I thought we could have a play around and see what we can come up with. So on this one here, I'm going to hopefully try and stitch around this postcard to just have this attached onto the card. Sounds simple enough, obviously probably would be if I wasn't trying to do that free motion stitching. Let me just have a sip of my tea. I mean, at this point I'm kind of like, why don't I just stitch it normally? But I mean, obviously that's not what we're going for, and we're trying to get a more organic look, I guess, a sort of, you know, maybe like a circular motion or something like that going. So let me just quickly finish my tea. Right, I'm hoping that's going to have given me the willpower, the power, anyway, of some sort to be able to try and do this. Right. So what I have done, it says, all the videos I watched said to try and get your little, you know, feeding feet thing to go down. So mine have gone down. They're not in the way or anything like that now. And then all I've done, I've got my bobbin through here. I'm using black. And I've got obviously my thread there, black, and I've got my, you know, embroidery presser foot. Now I'm going to just put this down, and then the videos that I watch seem to suggest make a couple of stitches on the same spot. I guess that's just to kind of get you started. And then all you're going to do is kind of move your piece of paper around. Now this is obviously where I go severely wrong, so let's give it a go. So please excuse the noise of my sewing machine. So I'm just like stitching through this. Like that. Maybe kind of 3 times or something. Oh my goodness. I mean, talk about the worst looking circle on the planet. It's not good. But never mind. Right. Let me show you how this looks now. Okay, right. So that's how this looks on the front. This is how it looks on the back. So clearly I need to do something to work on my tension. Because I watched so many videos trying to learn how to do this, I've obviously now they've all merged into one, and I can't remember whether it said set your tension very heavy or not heavy at all. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've got a bit bunched up here, and yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, what my tension's doing. But that's my kind of free motion stitching around the photo, so I don't mind it. Let's do a couple more of those. So again, just going to take this postcard, and we'll just put another one of those photos down. So again, just go in here. I'm going to try and do this slightly bigger. I don't know whether I'm going to manage it, but let's give it a try. It's very difficult. I mean, it seems to be a lot of it, the key is in how speedy you are, you know. Oops, oh my goodness. Right, okay. Mucked up completely there. Oh no, come on. Right, mucked up completely there. Yeah, that just looks awful now. Oh dear, let's just try and cut this off. I will have to cover this piece up. Right, okay. So let's go in again. Okay, get my couple of stitches and then go in again. So it seemed to suggest that it's all to do with speed and how fast you are. Now I use my machine with the button rather than the pedal. I am beginning to think that actually a pedal would probably be maybe slightly easier for this type of project, because I would be able to vary the speed slightly. Whereas like this, I'm obviously very much, you know, my speed is set here on the machine and I'm just pressing a button. So once I'm off, I'm kind of committed to the speed. So you can see, I mean, the back's pretty bunched up on there. So thinking that means tension's too loose. What an eyesore that is. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I mean, this obviously is not as nice as any of those other lovely ladies' videos. So I just apologise so much. But like I say, I mean, I'm hoping that, you know, even if this is just appalling for many of you to watch, it's going to maybe give you some ideas if you are able to do the free motion stitching. So again, do this one. So this is the cigarette card, and just going to go round. Again, it's like the world's worst circle. I have to say, I did watch Tracy Fox, and she was doing circles and they looked pretty perfect. Mine look appalling, absolutely appalling. In fact, to the point they don't really even resemble a circle. Yeah, not really even resembling a circle, to be honest. So pretty rubbish, it's got to be said. Right, well, that's definitely improved my tension on the back. I don't have the bunched up kind of effect going on. So I've just got that round there. It doesn't show up brilliantly on this one, it's got to be said. Let's try another one of those cigarette cards. So let's try this. So I mean, the notion of the free motion stitching, from my understanding, is the kind of ability to do it in curves rather than straight lines. Clearly I don't yet have the ability. You know, I'm clearly kidding myself to think that I've mastered it. No, I don't obviously think I've mastered it at all. But that's my understanding, is it's just really, you know, the kind of freedom to kind of move your piece around without having to keep stopping and lifting the needle. So again, just going around there. Hideous job I've made of that again. Okay, bring that out. Yeah, not very good, and not showing up overly much, which is a bit of a shame. Right, I've got one more of the cigarette cards. So let's try that on this card here. So again, just going to put this down. Now, I haven't glued any of these pieces on, and possibly I would have got on a bit better perhaps if they'd have been glued down. Although, to be honest, I don't think the issue is with the piece moving. I think the issue is with my shoddy, awful looking circle motion. So yeah, I don't think gluing the pieces down would have actually made a jot of difference, but have a look. Go around the third time. Oops. Not sure whether my bobbin has run out. Seemed to. Oh, not sure what happened there. It just suddenly seemed to, you know, it became disconnected. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was about. My bobbin's still. Has it got still thread on there? Let's have a look. Perhaps it just needs a bit more, you know, thread in the right way again. Okay, let's put that through there again. And we'll just lift that up again. Right, so again, just want to, you know, fix the stitches and then go in again. Oops. It's come unthreaded again, I think. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Doesn't seem to want to do it now. Just check that my little pieces haven't come up. No, I don't think they have. Right, let's go in once more. Right. Ah, my thread has broken here, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Right, let me just rethread this. I'll put my glasses back on so as I can hopefully see what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, it's really hot up here. As you know, if you watch my channel, I film in the loft, and yeah, my gosh, it's very, very hot. We're having a little heat wave this week since the children have gone back to school, which is, you know, quite nice. It's a shame, obviously, it wasn't whilst the kids were home, but hey, better late than never, I suppose. Oops. Oh, gosh. Making a bit of a hash of this threading the thread through. So, hold on. Okay, right. Let's try again. Fingers crossed here. I don't know what's been going on, but yeah, fingers crossed we're going to be able to do this. Okay, let's just get rid of these bits. Okie dokie, right. Oh, I don't know what that was about, to be honest. Seems touch wood to be working now, so I'll just go around that another couple of times. In again, the circular motion. I mean, when I say circular, I'm using that term very, very loosely. Not sure how circular you'd really call this, but okay. Well, I have to say the good news is this one's, I feel, showing up a lot, you know, a lot more. So yeah, it's all good. Right, okay, and I've got a couple more postcards here, so just going to finish off by doing the other little photographs that I've got. So I've got this one that's like a portrait style. So again, let's pop that down there. Again, just go in a couple of times so as it gets the stitch in. Okay, and then round. Okay, and then down there. I mean, yeah, it may be that I'm going too fast. It's very difficult, and you know, when I did research this, like I say, the stitch length seemed to vary on your speed and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, obviously, lots of the videos did say this requires lots of practice. So it's probably one of those things that I think, you know, the more you did it, the better you would get. Clearly, I am not very good at this, and I need to practice much, much more. Although I'm feeling like I am possibly getting better, I'm not sure. Right, I've got two more postcards, so let's do the last two. So let's take this one. Oh, it's another portrait one. So again, let's just start here. Oops. Again, just get those two stitches down. I don't know really whether that matters, but yeah, I just saw a video that was a kind of tip. So obviously all tips are, you know, very useful at the moment, as I'm very new to this. So yeah, I thought I'd best pay attention to any tips that I heard. So, oh my goodness. Just as I said, perhaps I've improved. I can't tell you what's happened to the shape of this circle. Right, the worst one yet. The absolute worst one yet. So, yeah. Okay, right. Oh dear. This is so much harder than it looks, honestly. Well, I mean, you know, everyone else seemed to manage to make it look really super easy, and, you know, they maybe practice more, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm definitely not very good at this. Right, I've got this last one, which I thought that was a train on there, but I think it's a boat. So again, going to just take this one, and we will just pop this down here. So again, just going to do my couple of stitches to get it going. Okay, and then go round in the circular motion. I mean, like I say, I'm using the word circle very loosely. Mine do not really resemble a circle, to be perfectly honest, but... And I'm kind of thinking like 3 or 4 times around is kind of nice. You know, because you want it to have like a bit of drama really to it, and you want your stitches really showing up. So yeah, 3 or 4 times I think is quite good. So right, let's move that. Okay. Oh my goodness, I feel so nervous. I'm so pleased that that part's over. Okay, so that is how that looks now. So quite liking how that looks now, even though, I mean, it's clearly not, you know, not the best or anything, but yeah, I quite like it. So obviously on the back, I've got the picture, you know, the original picture. And obviously now we've got the original picture mingled in with the, you know, scruffy stitching. So all I want to do is basically cover the reverse side, reverse side of the postcard with some fabric. So I'm just going to cut this down. And again, I probably should actually, what's the word? Stick this on before trying to actually, you know, stitch it down. But again, for some strange reason, I'm kind of thinking, let's just go for it like this. Now, the only thing is the back here looks very, very, very messy. So do I want the messy part on this side or on the fabric side? Oh, it's a tough decision, this one. Right, let's go for this. Gosh, I feel very nervous. Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely should probably glue this on. Do you know, I should glue this on. Let me just very quickly nip and get my fabric tack. Hold on 2 seconds. Because I'm thinking this is going to just be way, 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 way too difficult. It's just not going to work at all if I don't actually glue it. So hold on 2 moments and I will be back with my fabric tack. Okay, right, I am back. So yeah, I just kind of chickened out at the last minute because I just thought, actually, this is just madness. Why am I even trying to attempt this and thinking it's going to work? It's just going to be moving about all over the place. Right, check I've got my fabric the right way up. I think I have. Okie dokie. And then I'm just going to fabric tack this down onto the fabric. So I probably really want to go quite close to the edges, because if I'm using that sort of circular stitching or free motion stitching, it's obviously not going to go to the edges because, you know, of course that's not what I'm doing here. So yeah, let's kind of go to the edges as much as we can. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that one onto here like that. Okay, right, let's pop that to one side and I'll just do another one. Now, what one was that? That was a photo. So let's do a cigarette card one, shall we? Let me see what cigarette card ones I've got here. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so I've got some other fabric obviously here Now, do I want to go for... Yeah, let's do this. So I've got this lovely green. Now, this has all been coffee dyed. So it's, you know, hopefully a little bit vintage looking. Okay, and we're just going to glue this down here. Like I say, I just need to get a little bit close to the edges because, you know, that free motion stitching, of course, is not really going to go to the edges. And again, oh my goodness, sorry about that awful noise coming out from my Fabri-Tac bottle. Oh gosh, should not have done that. It's now all over my finger, so, oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm gradually getting more and more messy as the video goes by. Okay, right, let's pop that down like that. And then we're just going to cut around here. Okay, cut that down on here as well. Now, again, this is wing and a prayer stuff. I have not tried this. So I'm going to try one. And if it looks absolutely terrible, it may be that I won't have the free motion stitching around the edge. Maybe I will just resort to conventional stitching. I don't know. You know, let's kind of see how it looks because, you know, until you try, you just don't know, do you, sometimes? So, right, let's leave that to dry for a couple of moments. Okay, right, still feeling nervous. Now, yeah, do I want the stitching on that side or this side? Oh, it's a tough one. I think I'm going to go for this side. Now, again, it's going to be very difficult because if I want to do like circular, it's going to be way in from the, you know, the edges of the card. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Or I could do more conventional stitching. Do you know, let's just try the, what do you call it, stitching the free motion and see how we get on. So again, going to just kind of clamp it down there and then just go round the edge as close as I can get, but in a kind of free motion-y type way. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, I don't know what's going on here. I did see people talk about cutting these threads off so they don't get caught. Now that's what they're talking about, obviously, isn't it? Okay, right, let's try again. Oh my goodness. Should have started again properly. One more time, like that, and we'll just finish it up here, I think. Okay, I mean, what do we think? Do we think that that's kind of too messy, too much stitching going on there? I mean, it looks kind of cute on the back. Yeah, it does look kind of cute on the back, so yeah, I quite like the back. Well, let's try this one, and then perhaps we'll do another one that's not the free motion stitching. So let's give this one a try. I mean, I guess the good thing about this is even if you trim it down and you've cut into your stitches, like where I've gone off the edge on here, it doesn't really matter because you've got multiple layers holding it down. And I mean, obviously we have also glued the fabric down. It's not like it's just loose on there. Okay. Take that off. Right, so that's that one. That's that one. Not sure. Not sure, not sure. So let's just go in here, tidy this up. Oops. Like that. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess this is just another little fun thing that you can do with your vintage postcards, isn't it? You know, it's another little way that you can use them. And then, of course, you know, you can decorate up both sides. So I will probably come back to do a separate video with some decorating kind of, you know, playing around with some decorating ideas. So let's just cut this down. Oh, postcard's got one of those kind of decorative edges. So of course it's a little bit tricky cutting my fabric because, yeah, it's not got a straight edge to go against. Oh dear, not making a very good job of this at all. Okay. Okie dokie, and this bit here. Okay, so I quite like how those look. They look, yeah, they look quite nice, I think. So let's do one without the free motion stitching, you know, around the edge. So we've got a tidier edge, and just, you know, we can then see how we think it compares really. So let's take, I've got some brownie sort of stained fabric here. So yeah, let's do this one. We'll just pop it on this side. So again, let's just get the Fabri-Tac. I would say now, you know, having done one or two, the Fabri-Tac is kind of like an essential. You know, I would definitely have struggled, and that fabric would have been ruffled and, you know, moved all over, to be honest, had I tried to just free flow stitching in a free flow style. It, yeah, would have been a disaster, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, again, that's just me. You know, maybe you would all get on a lot better than me, but yeah, from my point of view, definitely gluing it down is kind of like essential in, you know, it would turn out, or it turns out that that's an essential thing. So just cut this down here and along here. That's that one. And should we do one more? Might do one more again using this beautiful fabric here. I'll do this brown one, or not brown, but you know, neutrally type one. So again, let's get the Fabri-Tac. Okay. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, definitely, you know, that free flow stitching, worth playing around a bit more. As I say, I mean, I don't even know whether the embroidery foot was an essential thing. Seemed to me I couldn't get it to work any other way. You know, but yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. And so, you know, please don't think that that's a must, because I may have really misunderstood, you know, how to do it. So yeah, for me, I kind of was struggling to find how to do it without having that embroidery foot, but that could just be me. So let's just cut this down here. Okay. Right. Oh my goodness, I'm so warm. So warm. Right, there we go. Fabric to the side. So for this one, just trim this down a bit. I'm going to have to put the you know, the regular foot back onto the sewing machine. So if you just bear with me, luckily it doesn't really take 5 minutes to do. So yeah, that's not going to be a big deal. Right, I have the foot here to the side. So let's just quickly, oh gosh, can I remember how to do this? That's the question. Okay, right. So we've got this out. Yep. So that's how the embroidery foot looked. Then I just take my regular one here, put it back in. Oops. Back in, back on. Oh my goodness, come on. Now, I'm very fingers and thumbs, as you know. So, you know, trust me, if I can even manage to do this, it's not that terrible, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, come on. Although the question is, at the moment, can I manage to do this? Because yeah, it's not looking good. Right, okay. Oh my goodness, doing my screw up. Okie dokie. Yep, and then put my regular foot back on. So again, just kind of drop that down into place on there. Oh my goodness, even with my glasses on today, I cannot see for the life of me what I'm doing. Okay, right. Is that on? No. Right, it's on now. Okay, good. Right. So I've got my normal foot back on. Let's get this one out the way. So for this one, I'm just going to do a bit of stitching, you know, normal stitching around. So make my stitch length bigger. Okay. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't put those, you know, the fabric feeder things back up. So yeah, I should try and remember to do that in a minute. But anyway, I'll just do it like this for the minute. So, but obviously all that means, my fabric's not really kind of going through. I'm having to very much push it through. You know, normally it kind of just sucks through, doesn't it? But if that fabric feeder is down at the bottom, you know, it doesn't do that. So yeah, I'm just really having to make a conscious effort to really feed that through. Oops. You know, if I'm not pushing it, it just sits there, if you can see. So okay, right, just move my feet back up, which I thought was that button, but they don't appear to have come back up. So oh, maybe they have. Have they? I don't know whether they have or not, to be honest. Aha, yeah, they have. Right, okay. Yeah, okay. So that's like that, and then I might just go around one more time. That's it, that's better. And I might just do then a little bit of zigzag down here. Okay. And go back to straight again. Okay, and there. I mean, I see other people switch from straight to zigzag all the time and it looks awesome. Mine just looks absolutely dreadful, but again, I think that's just, you know, I really am not very good with my sewing machine. I need to kind of experiment more and get a bit better, but anyway. So that's how that one looks. I think I prefer this, but we'll have a look at the end. So let me just do my last one, which is of course this one. So again, just go round the edge. Okay, like that, and down here. Let's change to that zigzag and see how I get on now. Okay. Change back. Up here, and then I'll just go around one more time with just the straight edge, I think. So like that. In fact, I might do a little bit of zigzag down here as well. Okay. Change it back down to straight. Okay, and then go just straight across here. Oh my goodness, my zigzags are terrible. They don't resemble anything like what other people's zigzags look like when they mix in the zigzag and the straight. Mine just look appalling. But never mind. I mean, hopefully it's all going to be in the decorating. By the time we decorate these, they're hopefully going to look stunning and gorgeous. Oh, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? They may just stay looking like this. Right, let's get this out. And oops, go around there. Okay, right. I have got threads galore going on here, so let's chop some of this off, which will hopefully in turn get rid of some of those threads, because my goodness, they are everywhere. Literally everywhere. Okay. And down there. And then across here at the bottom. Okay, right. There. Oh, come on. Right, what have we got going on here? Get rid of all threads, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, I should have probably tidied up the threads first, because now they look pretty messy and rubbish, to be honest. But never mind. Anyway, right, so that's how that looks. And what I thought we could do, just to kind of finish these off on the fabric sides, is just ruffle up like some fabric down the edges. So here I've got some fabric that I was keeping here as like little ruffles. So, oh my gosh, this is just going to be dangerous, to be honest. Ooh, I'm thinking this is going to be too dangerous. Perhaps I should ruffle it on and then cut it. Yeah, perhaps I should do that, to be honest. Because maybe I would be having an accident if I try and do it too slim. What do we think? Do I dare or don't I? That's the question. Do I or don't I? Now, where's my screwdriver? Here we go. Right. Let's just bring this in. Okay, right. Oh, very, very nervous here. So I'm going to ruffle this in and then I'm going to trim it down afterwards. Okay, so we're going to just go in here. And I'm going to try and ruffle this like as I'm going. So see how that looks. Okay, let's cut that down there, and then I just want to cut it off here at the edge because obviously it's quite big at the moment, so just chop it down at the edge. Okay, and then just, you know, scruffy my ruffles up. Scruffy my ruffles? Yeah. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? So that's kind of the reverse side, and this is obviously, you know, our kind of really stitched, kind of more decorative side. So I love how that looks, and I love how that side looks. That's beautiful, isn't it? So I'm going to try and do that, I think, with yeah, some of the others. So let's do this one quickly here. Okay, let's just trim this one down. Oops, come on. I'm just getting rid of some of these threads just because it might be easier to get rid of them quickly before I muck about. I mean, it would have been really better to have got rid of them first of all, but never mind, because they're now obviously stitched down and caught under other things. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to use some more of that same fabric, or I could do this one actually for this. Yeah, let's do this one. So again, just going to go in. Perhaps go in this end because this looks very, very rubbish. This end looks rubbish. It's got all that scruffy stitching. So again, just going to go in here. Oops. Okay. Going to go back up that because I'm not sure whether I came off the card. So yeah. Okay. Right, so again, just trim that down there. And again, I just want to then scruffy that edge up. So I just want to trim it down size wise. And then we just want to scruffy that up. So again, just, you know, make it look as tatty as I can. I like the tatty look. That's all intentional. Yay! So that's that one. How cute does that look? Love how that looks. Okay, let's trim that bit of thread off. And this bit here. Okay, right, so that's that one. Right, so these ones, I've got to be honest, not loving these, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of much preferring the neatness of the other ones, but you know, we'll see how these look, because by the time that we get a little ruffle on or something like that, who knows, maybe they will look lovely. We'll see. So let's just have a look. We've got this yellow and blue. So I'm just having a look. Do I want to go with, could go with like a beige ruffle. That just looks rubbish, doesn't it? Absolutely rubbish. I've got this blue. Sorry, I'm just seeing what's literally here at my desk. Yeah, we could do that. That's good. A bit better, but not great still. Oh, no. Nope, 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 nope. Got this. Don't think this would ruffle very well, to be honest. That's a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, oh, that's such a shame. Right, okay. Oh, I've got this yellow lace, which of course, you know, we've got yellow flowers here. I mean, this has been coffee dyed, so it's not kind of clean yellow now. It's dirty yellow. So tough to decide, isn't it? Or we could, of course, just go with, you know, some of the same fabric. So if I just tear down a strip of this, so just take this end here. You know, if you go with matching, then it's just kind of, it makes it nice and easy, doesn't it? Because you don't have to then worry if it's going to match or not. You just know it is. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. Now, which end do I want to go on? Just looking to see if one end is kind of more scruffy than the other. I think they're both equally rubbish, to be honest. I don't think I've got an end better than the other. I think they're both equally awful. Okay, right. Let's, again, put this quite close to the edge. Pop that there. Oh dear, what's going on? Don't know whether that's just too thick, it's not feeding through. Don't know. Oh, it's caught up here. Oops, my fabric's caught up. Oh, only on videos, isn't it? Only on videos. Well, I mean, for me, not only on videos. This type of thing happens to me all the time. But, you know, just me know you shouldn't really do things like this on video. Okay. I'll just take that one out. Okay, and again, just trim that down here at the side. Again, just trim this side down a little bit. Okay. And a bit here. Oops. There. A little bit here. And here. Right. Okay. Whoops. Come on. Get rid of all my threads. Okay. Yep. So that's that one. Yep. Definitely not loving these ones with the free motion stitching around the edge. It's too much. That's a step too much free motion going on there. To be honest, it just looks terrible. Yeah. Looks terrible, but I'm hoping that when we decorate these up, we're going to improve it, you know, and it won't look so terrible. But hey, who knows? It might remain looking terrible. We don't know yet. Let's just cut some of this fabric down again. So we're just keeping it the same then. Let me just fold this up and get this out of the way of the machine. Okay. Right, get my little screwdriver. Oh, which edge? I think down this edge, because this is really rubbish. Okay, so again, just pop it in there. Okay, get me started with my ruffles. Oh, I've stitched this on upside down. Luckily, it doesn't really notice too much, but yeah. Ooh, did not notice that, obviously, first time around. For this one, I could even kind of go over. Actually, I could go over and maybe have a little ruffle down this edge as well. What do we think? I was going to cut it, you know, just go straight down, but actually, I'm going to cut it off and do it again, because otherwise we'll have like a weird thing going on at the top. Okay, right, let's do that down the edge. So let's hope I don't just ruin that bottom ruffle completely by stitching it like over itself. I mean, obviously I will a bit, but let's hope not too badly. Okay. Okay, and okie dokie. Oh, I love how that looks. And to be honest, that does just kind of doesn't really disguise the free free motion stitching, which of course is very evident still on there, but it does at least hide it a little bit. So yeah, it's not kind of the main thing that I see now. I'm mainly seeing the ruffle. Okay, so let's pull in the bits that we've done again and just check out what we've done for the free motion stitching. So these are the bits that we have done. I will leave this one facing up this way. Yeah, so I think they're quite fun. You know, we've got some different looks going on here, and yeah, I hope that you liked it. Thank you so much to Joie De Fi for organising the collaboration. I really appreciate being invited to join in. And I will obviously link the people below who've all been part of the collaboration as well. So it was brilliant fun to be involved, even if it was very nerve-wracking for me. But thank you so much for watching, and see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.